Hey up everyone, hope you're all doing well. Colby Covington is desperately trying to remain relevant by calling out Paddy Pimblett. Now in case you aren't aware of what's going on, I'll keep you up to date. So UFC 314 takes place, Paddy Pimblett looks amazing against Chandler, gets to finish, doesn't take any damage, a great performance, and arguably he's done the best against Michael Chandler compared to anyone in the lightweight division in the UFC. After this, we get some backstage confrontation between Colby and Paddy. I'd love to show it on my screen, but I can't because ESPN, you know, they might copyright strike me, and I don't fancy that. But they get into an altercation. Colby's trying to give Paddy shit, they're giving each other shit, and now Colby's gone out there and made his very own YouTube video about Paddy Pimblett. And honestly, as pathetic and annoying as it is it honestly that surprising to anyone at this point? I mean, I think we're all aware that Colby Covington is playing into a character, but after losing so much, you would think maybe, you know what, he's going to drop that character. And after doing like, you know, some YouTube videos with like Robert Whittaker, and on his live stream he bumped into Kamaru Usman and fist bumped and getting on with each other, you would think, you know what, maybe it's just a time for an end with this whole character thing, because he's no longer that guy in the welterweight division. I mean, he never was really, but at least he was getting some wins here and there, whereas now he just keeps on picking up losses. And then obviously you have Paddy Pimblett, who's up and coming out of England, a big scouser, has a lot of hype, a lot of people love him, even in America. It's not like with UK fighters, it's quite often we just have a UK fan base, like Tom Aspinall. I feel like the majority of fans, it's just us UK lot, and stuff like that. Leon Edwards kind of the same as well. With Paddy, he does have quite a big fan base in America as well, up and coming. A lot of people are talking about him. He's a talk of the town in the co-main event UFC 314. Colby Covington is trying to get as much relevancy as he possibly can, and I would say I don't blame him. I always like it when a fighter shoots their shot. Joaquin Buckley used to always do it. I mean, he still does as well. But when it comes to Colby, when you're pretty much at the end of your career, you're coming off what, 3 losses in a row, you say all this into poker and you want to do wrestling and all this, as in, when I say wrestling, I mean like WWE sort of stuff. Why even bother carrying on this character if you're not that serious about fighting? It's very clear he's not serious about fighting anymore. Now in his video, he goes on to say that Paddy Pimblett is a weight bully, and when he's man enough, he should come up to the welterweight division and he'll get his arse whooped. And I see that as Colby simply calling out Paddy, but honestly, is anyone really interested in this? In big 2025, is anyone that arsed about Colby fighting? He also says in his video that Paddy's using Colby's name to remain relevant. How does that make any sense? Paddy, again, is the upcomer. You know, a lot of people are talking about him. He's a rising contender, whereas you're a declining contender. Again, you're 0-3 in your last 3 fights. So what's you're talking about? Oh, you know, he needs to remain relevant. And he throws out these stats about, oh, you know, Paddy's last few opponents have a combined losing record of 13 losses. Okay, fair enough. Colby, you're known for beating washed fighters and not beating anyone in their prime. And it's funny how you're saying that Paddy wants the relevancy from this when you're the one who's made a fucking YouTube video about it, and Paddy's not said anything about it ever since the confrontation. He also goes on to say that people only care about Paddy because of his accent and his haircut. Okay, I suppose. Like, is this really the best of Colby's trash talking in 2025? Honestly, I don't think it was ever that great anyway. He had some funny lines here and there, but really, he's only relevant because of his Alan DeGeneres haircut and his accent. What? And in the Full Send MMA interview, Colby goes on to say he's relevant because he's headlined 7 or 8 events before, whereas Paddy's never, ever, ever headlined an event before. But I don't see how headlining an event is relevancy. I mean, it does equate to star power, but I mean, I don't understand this. Like, okay, you would have been actual relevant if you had beat Joaquin Buckley in your last outing, but you didn't. Then you would have been relevant because you would have been in the mix at the top of the welterweight division, but you didn't. You're not in that mix of the welterweight division. There's so much going on in that division that you're in right now, and no one ever fucking names you when they come about talking about fights. The best you probably get is a possibility of Ian Gary, but even then, Ian Gary's got a fight next, so that's out the fucking window. And at the end of the day, I just find it quite fucking tragic that Colby has resorted himself to being so desperate to try and remain relevant and keeping up this character when he's on a 3-fight losing skid and his last win was against a retired fighter. It's crazy to me. What do you guys think about Colby trying to instigate some shit of Paddy? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.